Hi, my name is William Beam with Suburbia Press. Today I thought I'd try and keep things simple. I just want to do a straightforward demo of what happens when you start FluentCart Pro for the first time. So we're going to walk through the startup procedure. All right, so I'm inside and you can see I've got an update for FluentCart, and I just wanted to give a quick look. So this version is going to 1.2.2. And you can see that they've added a few things: shipping zones, currency support. There are a number of fixes in here, and added some shipping status orders, blocks, and previews, and so forth. So it seems like it's a nice, good, minor update. So I'm going to go ahead and run that, and then we'll come right back. All right, my updates are done. So you can see on the side, I've got Fluent CRM, but FluentCart is right down here. So let's just go ahead and start off on the dashboard. And after you've installed it, you get this little congratulations, a little bit of confetti, and that's, is a nice little celebration. And you click Let's Go. And you can see over here, you've got an onboarding checklist. And there's only 4 items in here. So let's go ahead and start off with Setup Pages. There are a number of pages you need. Obviously, you need your shop page, a customer profile page, your cart page, a receipt page, and a checkout page. Well, those are all fine and dandy to do. So if you look at my pages, I've got an affiliate area. That was from when I was reviewing a different product, the Fluent Affiliate. And I've got a shop page. I don't have the other pages. So let's go back to FluentCart. Go to Setup Pages. And let's click on, I'm going to make a copy of this first for this little shortcode. And let's set up our profile page. And you can see that it makes it very easy to go ahead and either select a page that exists or to create a new page. And for our cart, well, I'm just going to call that cart. I'm going to create that one. For our receipt page, I click plus, receipt, create my page. And then down here, we're going to select a checkout page. And of course, we're going to call that checkout. Now, there is a nice feature. I've already kind of gone past it on this installation. When you very first set it up, it'll give you a little click button up here just to set up all the pages for you and add these little shortcodes to it. So if I view my profile, you can see that I've already got this set up. It's actually installed the shortcode for me. Let's go back to my dashboard. We'll go to our next page. Let's take a look at checkout. And there it is. So not only did it create the page for me, it's installed the shortcode as well. So that's kind of nice. I'm not going to go over each and every page. We're just going to go back to our dashboard and go into FluentCart. And now that we're happy with all this, I better select my shop page there. So we've got all of this in place. We could edit this if we needed to. And you can see there's the shortcode. So let's just go back. We're going to click Save. And now you've got your all your pages set up. Very simple, very easy. I didn't have to go in and manually create every page. It gave me a button over here to do it. It put the various shortcodes I needed in there for me. I click Save, and I should be done. So let's go back to our store setup. Or excuse me, let's go back to our dashboard. And there we've done that. Now, add details to store. Well, let's see what we get in there. So what am I going to call my store? In this case, I'm just going to use my site name, Suburbia Press Demo. You can add a logo. We'll see if I've got one in here. Nope. But also notice they've got a choice here for Pexels, which is an online free service. And I don't think I'm going to find a logo that I want here, but let's find out. No, nothing I want. But you can upload your files, so you can add a logo there very easily. And you can just add media. I'm going to leave this in test. You've got your live mode and your test mode. Since we haven't gone live, we're just going to leave this in test. And that's probably a good idea to go ahead and practice with it for a while before you do anything. As far as your address, you can choose your country. So I'm in the United States, so I'll choose that. And I'm in Florida. And then I'll just put in my business address here. All right, so I've got my address in there. Currency, in my case, United States dollar. If you look down through the list, you're going to see plenty of currencies. I know they are working on more. It's quite a long list, but US dollars. And also your number format. Different locations have different ways of putting things down. So some people using commas and periods, some are using periods and commas, whatever floats your boat. Your currency position, is it going to be before or after? And then your payment view, is it going to be this logo view or a radio view? And I'm going to stick with the default right now. Honestly, I'm not entirely certain of the two options, but we're going to find out. Now, the logo view, I think, is going to be probably the logo of the type of thing you're using. It's going to be PayPal. Is it Stripe, or is it MasterCard or American Express? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I'm going to save this. All right, so we're going to go back to our dashboard and take a look. And what have we missed on our details? Probably that we did not add any media. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a logo anyways. Okay, so I've got my logo. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to make a copy of this for my alt text. Even though it's only a demo site, I'm just kind of programmed to do this. So I've got a small logo over there. Let's click Save. And see if there's anything else that it wants to in order to complete this. Okay, that was the only reason that I did not get a checkbox, because I did not upload a logo before. All right, add your first product. Let's go ahead and click on this. And you can add a dummy product. Let's find out what happens if we do that. Product category, men's shoes or menswear. Well, let's go for shoes. It's right up top. We're going to create a product inserting 1 of 10. And as you can see, it's just counting up. So this is actually a pretty nice thing for testing, and I wasn't anticipating this. I'd actually, in other tests, I'd just gone ahead and added my own products. So it's kind of fun to just see it go through, and now you've got a number of things over here that you can use for your testing. So you can see what's published, what's draft, physical products, and do you have any digital products or subscribable products? We're probably going to add that later on. Not in this video, but I think in future videos. So I think that we're done with that. We've got some products. Let's go back to our dashboard and see if that satisfies this. Yep, we've got our first products in place. Set up our payment methods. Well, that's the last one here. We can do Stripe, PayPal, or pay with cash on delivery. Those are the only ones as it's shipping right now. There are other ones coming forward. So Razorpay, Molly, Square, Authorize.net, AirWallex, and Paystack. I know there are people that are requesting other payment systems that are rather popular in different parts of the world. Those are probably being under consideration, but these are the ones that you know that FluentCart is going to have at some point. Let's start with this one down here. It's probably the easiest one, pay with cash. And like I said, you just do that, activate the payment, and save your settings. So that is one payment setting. Let's go back and take a look at, I'm sorry, before I go to that, I can see this is now active. Let's go back and take a look at Stripe. And we're going to have a bit more on this one. And you're going to need to use this webhook. So we're going to copy that. And you're going to connect to your Stripe account. How is that going to work? Well, you're going to obviously connect this, and you're going to have to log in with your credentials on Stripe. How to configure? Well, they've given you the instructions down here in your Stripe account. You're going to go to this menu and add an endpoint. And that endpoint is this webhook URL. Looks to be the same as the one we have up here. And then you're going to have events that you need to select. So let's go ahead and try that out. And I want to do test credentials, actually. See if that changes it too. So it may not matter. It says your store is in test mode. I'm going to do test credentials just to see what happens. So let me go ahead and log in. Put in my password. And it recognizes my account. So I'm going to go ahead and click on connect. All right, so now it's going to tell us we need to go to Stripe. And here's what we've got to do. So we're going to click on Add an Endpoint. I'm hoping this will open up a new window. And this is beautiful. It takes you exactly to where you need to be in Stripe after you've logged in. So let me go get the endpoint URL. I'm going to paste this right here. Description. So I just put in test data for SP, Suburbia Press demo site. And then you want to add events on your account. And look over here on this side, you're going to see what it's going to give you as far as how it builds the code. So let's go back and get the first one that we want to copy. And that's going to be this one right here, checkout.session completed. I'm going to copy that. So you can see that the events to select, checkout session completed. And I believe these are probably showing up because on my account, I've already used this before. If not, you can usually search for it. You don't want to get a long list of things to look at. You want to be able to put them in. So for these events, charge captured, you can see I've already got the code over here. Now, if I want to change this and I want to look for something, well, let's go over here. So this is probably like if you've never put something in here before. I think that comma at the end was not what I wanted. We just check this box and it'll add it to the code over here. So all of these are here because I've already established these events on my account. If you're starting off, you would probably have nothing here. You'd want to copy the code that they give you, put it in here, and then select the checkbox. So I'll select Add Events. I'm going to add the endpoint, and that is this endpoint URL over here. So you're going to do two things, basically. You're going to put this URL in here. That is your endpoint. These are the events on your endpoint, and then you're going to click the button down here. And there you go. So I've got this enabled, listening for 13 events. Now let's go back to FluentCart. We're going to go back to our dashboard. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to go over here and click Save Settings. So I've got my payment activation over here. I've connected with Stripe. Yep, so Save Settings. Stripe not connected. Okay, so now I've got this. Apparently, when I connected before, I didn't do it properly, or there was some kind of error. You want to make certain that it says your Stripe account is up and running if you're using Stripe, and it'll show your account information. You can disconnect if you want to. You want to have put in your endpoint URL, and then you want to activate these various events. It'll show you the methods you have. So I've got Apple Pay and credit card or debit card, Cash App, a number of other things. So I'm going to go ahead and save my settings. There we go. And now let's go back to our dashboard. And you don't see the getting started stuff over here anymore. So it's not that difficult. I've been going through this as kind of a test environment. It was nice and easy to create a product. I think in future videos, I'm going to go through how I'm going to create some products, not physical ones like the kind that it imports, but something for, in my case, a membership. So I might have a one-time deal, and I may have a periodic subscription, like maybe a monthly subscription. So we'll do that in a future video. But for right now, I just wanted to show you how to get started with FluentCart. It's not that hard, doesn't take that much time, and even with a couple of screw-ups, you can still be done in just a few minutes. If you have any questions, please let me know. We're going to be discussing FluentCart on the Suburbia Press community. So if you're not a member, please go to hub.suburbiapress.com. Right now, it is $10 for a lifetime access. You pay once and you get access for as long as that community is alive and you're alive. Otherwise, it may change to a subscription later on when we've got a few more people on there. Who knows what's going to happen? Right now, it's just a nice little quiet community. We're having fun. And we're going over things like Fluent Community, FluentCart, a lot of these products. I'm also going to be doing some demos on the Cadence theme and Cadence blocks and whatever else the community decides that they want to learn about. There's a number of courses over there that are free with your admission into the environment. So please go ahead, check it out. Thanks so much. I'll see you again in the next video.